Hello, everybody. What's up, doll lickers? This is Timmy Williams, and I am here. This is Zucchini Boys. What's up? Oh, we're already getting on the hype train. I didn't even start talking. Alrighty. So, oh my God. How are we doing? Alright, so, welcome to the spooky Halloween edition of Zucchini Boys. And, I'm Timmy Williams. Today we're going to be carving this goddamn fucking pumpkin right here into the jack-o'-lantern from Halloween. And the original Halloween, the movie. Obviously every jack-o'-lantern is from Halloween, the thing. This is going to be the one from the movie. And if you aren't familiar, we'll put up a little guide here. Not only so that I can look at it, but so people who aren't in the know. See, do you like how everything got really high-tech this time? Look how high-tech this shit is. This is crazy. All right. And for Hype Trade tonight, I had a lot of options and ideas, but, there's just things, this isn't the only thing I do. Life got a little crazy. So, I'm going to make a second jack-o'-lantern if we hit the Hype Train. The second jack-o'-lantern is just going to be a pattern out of this book. I have two books. There's like a dragon, and maybe I can create a poll or someone creates one for me when we get there. The possible funny thing about carving a second jack-o'-lantern is this. Okay, if you don't know, I live in South Dakota, and if you don't know what happened in South Dakota the past week or so, we got some cold winter weather. We got snow, we got low temps, we got even to the single digits at night. Okay? If you know anything about pumpkins, well, I'm festive, which means I like to put my pumpkins out on the stoop. Okay? And I forgot to bring them in, even though I knew frost was coming. So, the frost came, the pumpkins froze and unfroze, thawed, and got all mushy, right? A frozen pumpkin might not be that bad, but it's so hard you can't even get into the motherfucker with a knife, right? But a mushy one you can't do either. So I've got a big pumpkin that I bought to do the Halloween jack-o'-lantern on, right? It got frozen and mushy. So, what we have to do... Sorry, I'm checking some things. Okay, so what I have to do is carve it anyways. I think it's hard. I think it's still solid enough to carve, but we're just going to have to see, man. Thank you. I'm glad you like my spoon shirt, and I realize it's a good theme because to take out the shit from the middle of this pumpkin, got a spoon. Also, as I promised several times when I was getting ready for this Halloween stream the past few weeks, people want to see me make stuff with the guts and the seeds, okay? That's all fine. I'm into it. But it takes a long time to dry the seeds out and stuff, right? So, luckily, I have a daughter, which is lucky in a lot of ways. But we made some jack-o'-lanterns last night, so I have seeds ready, and I've got some pumpkin meat, as you really call it, pumpkin meat ready. So, yeah, and thank you to Twerk and Maggle. Thank you to everybody gifting subs and subbing already. When we get to the hype train, like I said, we're going to elect a second jack-o'-lantern for me to carve out of a mushy, possibly smelly pumpkin. It might be hilarious. I don't know. It might be horrible. It could be great. Anyway, but the first thing we're going to do, well, first we're going to hear my tea kettle go off because I'm going to have a little tea. Warming up, ready for seed action. Okay, so yeah, I guess we'll get started on this. And so what I'm going to do with the seeds is that I'm going to do a very simple, I've never made roasted pumpkin seeds before. I'm going to do a very simple recipe there where I'm just going to coat them in a little melted butter and some salt and bake them for a while. So we'll get that going soon. And don't oversteep it again, thank you. And that was green tea. This I'm not worried about. This has to steep for 6 minutes. This is Celestial Seasonings mango spice, which if you haven't had is fucking great. Anyway, so yeah, so we're gonna make the jack-o'-lantern from Halloween, which is right here. And I love Halloween, the holiday, but also in recent years I hadn't seen it. Right, I didn't like horror movies for a long time. I got into horror movies a few years back. Decided Halloween is maybe one of my favorites, and I do watch it every Halloween because I'm a cheesy motherfucker. Hello. So anyways, but they show, if you've never seen it, they show this pumpkin at the starting, and it plays that terrific theme, which I'll just do a few bars of so Twitch doesn't get mad. It's really good. Maybe that's where the Inception noise came from. Anyways, but so it just zooms in on this jack-o'-lantern. It's a very simple jack-o'-lantern, very jack-o'-lantern, but it's so fucking creepy. And the creepiest thing, because I made this last year, the creepiest thing is this little slit, because there's a slit connecting the mouth to the nose. Now, if you've ever carved a jack-o'-lantern, you know you don't have to do that, right? So that's there. It's just kind of creepy because it kind of indicates like, okay, maybe someone who was weird and not knowing what they're doing did this. Maybe Michael Myers made this. Who the fuck knows? Anyway, so I'm a pure being. Thank you. Yes, I'm filled with light. So, you know, I don't know how you guys do jack-o'-lanterns. I like to carve. What are we at? Where are you at? 5? You guys are fucking nuts. Okay. Thank you to everybody contributing to the hype train madness. Is the lighting good enough? It's good enough here. Is it not good enough here? Because if I turn this on, then everything's fucked. You don't want that. Oh my god, that's horrible. You don't want that. So anyways, so I think we're okay here. Maybe we can do this. It's a bit of a light orb. Doesn't really do anything. Okay. Anyways. Lighting looks good. Thank you. Lighting is fine. Thank you, Paraterra, and I love wildlife. We need to get you a full cam girl setup. I'm working on it. Getting there for sure. And then we start the OnlyFans account. We don't tell the other whitest kids. And then I can do balls night. All right. Enough fucking yak. Yak? Was I trying to combine yak and chit-chat? All right. So I am going to pull up I might have to ignore chat for just a little bit here. So apologies if you're talking to me while I do this. But I'm going to pull up this picture closer on my phone because my laptop is kind of far away from me. I'm going to pull up this picture of the Halloween jack-o'-lantern on my phone. I meant to print it out, but you know, I have another job that ends at 5, so I was like, get home, because it's only about 5:42 my time, so I had to get here and get fucking cracking. Anyways, so I'm going to get this Halloween pumpkin picture pulled up on my phone, so if I'm not as attentive to chat, that is why. But thank you. We're at the final level of the hype train. Thank you for all the subs and emotes and everything else happening. You guys fucking rule, and thank you. Carve a hot dog on a pumpkin. Wow, I could maybe carve your clever ass, but then it would just be a rock on a pumpkin. Okay, so yeah, the Halloween pumpkin is kind of like a. Last year when I did it, the eyes were too big. I'll boot up a picture later. No, I can't get the balls out for hype train. We've been over this and over this. I'm cool with nudity. I'm an exhibitionist a little bit. Ask my next door neighbor what it looks like when I make coffee when my daughter's not here. But I can't do it on here. We get the whole channel shut down. This is not just my channel. It's the Whitest Kids channel. We're using it to fund our animated movie, right? So, you know, I can't fuck around. But I was making jokes about OnlyFans. And yes, Balls Night on OnlyFans would definitely be a big attraction. Okay, so the Halloween pumpkin. Last year when I made it, it was a little too big. The pumpkin wasn't too big. Pumpkins, you know, I can't judge a pumpkin. They are what they are. They're beautiful creatures. But the eyes on my Halloween-style pumpkin were too big last year. So I'm going to go with... And they were round, whereas really when you look at that picture, they're kind of like triangle-y a little bit, right? And again, there's this whole disturbing sort of aspect to this pumpkin where it's like, it kind of has a feeling that whoever carved it was not all there. It's just got a little bit of a weird feeling to it, you know? I might be completely full of shit on that one, but I just feel like that's part of it, right? You're part of it. Bam, 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 ba-dam, dam. No tubing cam. No, you have to pay extra for the tubing cam. The problem is, I can't get this hype train thing, which is great, out of the way of seeing the chat. Let me go back over to the actual Twitch stream. What is that thing wiggling behind me? People always ask that. That is a streamer creation my daughter made. And not as in this streamer, but with streamers, the craft. And, although this is a craft too. Anyways, that's a streamer alien thing my daughter made. Okay, this is not... God damn it! and I hung it up back there, but I forgot that it's above the heat and air register, so it blows air on it and gets all weird. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, holy shit! You guys, look! I didn't even notice this. This pumpkin has a rotten fucking part on it. That's like new, man. Well, it's a good thing that I have other seeds and pumpkin meat to cook, because this thing will probably be fucking useless inside. Holy shit! I had no idea. Look at that. Whoa. Now, okay, and here's the thing, is so the frost killed all my pumpkins. I went to the grocery store and got new ones, and I told my friend Mitch, who has a long beard, because he likes Scotty and Anthrax a lot, I told him, hey man, you saved my ass with these pumpkins, but this is a new development, this fucking part here. Shit. Well, that's okay. We're going to keep going with it. We're going to survive. And I had something to clean stuff with. Oh my goodness. Here's the other thing, in case you ever wonder, like, wow, Timmy really looks confused in his kitchen all the time. Right. The thing that maybe explains that, but also makes it funnier, I'm in my kitchen all the fucking time when I'm home, because I cook every day. I can do the show every day, but I'm not an insane person. Also, whoever was supposed to remind me to pull my tea bag out did a shit job, but it's been about 6 minutes, so we're fine. It's just herbal tea. Anyways, yeah, I never know where anything is, and I'm in here all the time, so maybe that explains it, because I put stuff in the wrong place, but also it does unexplain it, because it's like, well, man, you should know what you're doing a little more in there, bud. Anyway, so how are we all talking about the fucking pumpkin, okay, all right, cool. Pumpkin boys, carve one of your subscribers. I'm not that good, man. I thought about trying to carve Sam, but I feel like if I carved Sam, the job I would do of carving Sam would create a problem in my friendship with Sam. Not even on purpose, but just because I suck, you know? So I don't think it'd be very good. I mean, I did draw my daughter as a goblin, because not only did the Whitest Kids get into fantasy gaming this summer, but so did my daughter and I with Magic the Gathering, and she's still into Skyrim. Anyway, so, yeah, I let my 9-year-old play Skyrim. She doesn't do the gory shit. So, anyways, I drew her as a goblin, and I did a pretty fucking good job, if I do say so myself. But Sam's a whole other, drawing an adult. Kids are cute and have simple features. Adults have wrinkles and fucking life in their face, like the light, like they've experiential shit going on. And so, it'd be a little harder. I felt a little self-conscious about trying to draw my good friend Sam as a pumpkin and still stay his friend, which would not be my call, but he'd be like, no, man, the salmon lantern was offensively horrible, and you and I no longer are talking. I'd be like, all right, man, I understand. Sorry. So, okay, and then, you know what? I fucked this up again. Okay, we're getting there, though. I really want this to look like the one from Halloween. All right, so we got to level 5, right? So here's the deal. Can somebody do a poll? And you're going to have 3 choices on that poll. You are going to have dragon shape. Oh yeah. Cool skullman shape. Or what's the other one I wanted to do? These are neat. Oh! Kitty cat shape face. So someone make a poll with dragon skull face or kitty cat face shape, please. Por favor. All right, let's finish up the mouth, and then you guys can see, I wish I had a camera back here. Wouldn't that be interesting? But, all right. So we're going to put this tooth right here. This tooth right here. And it's going to be a longer one. Yes. And then up and at them. Okay. So you can't really see too well, and apologies for the new mold fucking hold. I didn't know what was happening. But so I kind of got the face drawn on there a little bit, so now we're going to start carving it. Okay, so the first thing you got to do is carve the top. And actually, I probably should have done that first. I also just grabbed the knife with the sharp teeth in my hand. Kind of hurts. All right. Let me get out of this thing and back to chat so I can see you guys a little better. People are yelling balls night, apparently, or was that old? Anyways. God! There's a little ASMR for your asses. OSHA approved. Yay, Timmy. Okay. All right. Oh, and I got to turn that off. You know. Oh, look. Now we can hear that happen again. Okay. All right, cool. All right. So I'm going to carve out the handle. If you've never done this, you got to carve out the stem, and you put a little tooth in the back. We're just going to go right in here. And the fact that it's apparently not as sound a structured pumpkin as I thought is probably going to make this part easier, huh? It's cutting a little too easily. We'll find out what happens. Okay. All right, so if anybody likes to jerk off about pumpkins, and you know, some of you might be out there. I assume most of you are White Skits fans, but maybe one of you out there is a fucking, not Kirkerbit fan, you know, squash fan, nightshade fan, what have you, and you're in this to jack off to pumpkins. Well, if that's your thing, this is about to be the money shot, baby. All right. I'm having a dirty pumpkin fuckers. Bread knives work amazing for pumpkins. Yes, you know what else I use bread knives for? And maybe the chefs in chat, because they're there for some reason, they like this. Maybe the chefs in chat are going to shudder at this next one, but it'd be appropriate because it's a Halloween episode. I use a bread knife to cut chicken breast. I think it fucking works great. So, anyways. And tomatoes. Yes, it works for tomatoes too. Oh, yeah, this motherfucker's rotten inside, you guys. Wow, look at that. That's brown. That's not what it's supposed to look like. So if I end up having to cut the other pumpkin, I guess I'll be prepared because this is horribly disgusting inside. Damn, I wish I would have known that. You know what, though? My dad's senses are pleased because this means that, you know, it's good that I chose the other ones for my daughter to carve up yesterday because she got the ones that were not fucked. So that's good. So that does mean this is going to really suck carving this thing, or cleaning it out. Oh, man. You know what? Maybe I'm going to use a glove even. All right. I got to put this glove on backwards. Not a hot glove. This is a mold glove. Now I got to play with the rotten guts. You know what? I'll definitely show them to you. Let me get something to put them in. Oh, old ice cream bucket. Here we go. I save a lot of things. Okay, so that's gross right there. We're going to get rid of that right now. Because you got to save the top, right? If you have never made a jack-o'-lantern and are just in wonder at this, first of all, great. If this is your first time even witnessing a jack-o'-lantern being made, cool. Good for you. I love Halloween. I love sharing Halloween with people. Also, if you have made jack-o'-lanterns before and think that it's weird that people have not, well, here's a quick story that I don't think the other person involved would mind me telling. You know, I was married for a little while, and when I was married, the person I was married to was an ex-Jehovah's Witness, right? And one thing you might all know about Jehovah's Witnesses is they don't do holidays. And so when we were fucking like, I was like 30 and she was like 32, she carved her first jack-o'-lantern, you know? And it was like kind of a cool thing. So, you know, there's people out there that have never done it. While the kitty cat is really winning, I'm going to vote dragon because I'm logged in my other name. Okay, so this is really fucking disgusting inside. You guys might see me puke on stream. Oh shit, is this bad? Did I die? What the fuck happened? Or is it my internet, which would also be a problem? Are we good or what? Are we good? I can't. Okay. I think we're okay. Puking it? Dude, I might puke. Because it's gross. Puke in the pumpkin? You know what's funny? Is I'll show you the jack-o'-lanterns that my daughter and I made because the people who are talking about puke are going to enjoy that. So, you know what? But I'm going to do my scraping a little differently than I do with a non-shitty pumpkin. And you know what, Mitch? If you're out there, thank you for selling me these pumpkins. I don't think you knew that this one was bad, Mitch. You still saved Halloween. You still saved this stream because I was starting to panic. It's like, fuck, what do I make the stream about? You know? Are we freezing or what? Video's freezing. Fuck, what is happening? God damn it. Fuck. I got so many people joining in and I can't get this thing to work. Alright. Oh! Fucking hell, man. Audio is good, but video is not. Okay, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, definitely freeze. Okay, it's freezing for everybody. Fuck, man, I don't know. It was going fine before. I'll be right back, okay? Wait, is it working again? Are we working again? Who won the poll? Kitty Cat won? Alright. Well, we'll do that later. First, we got to make sure the video's working. Secondly, I got to not throw up cleaning out this pumpkin. Really got my work cut out for me today. Alright. Video looks good now. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, alright. Well, back to cleaning this shit out. Oh, wow, it's way behind. Like, way behind. Way behind. Dude, what the fuck is happening on this thing? I know, I've messed with the bit rate. Sam helped me get it right last time. I don't know what happened. Okay. Anyways, okay. Doing good so far. Okay, Timmy, streams are the second best on the channel after Newsboys. Fuck you. Alright, so that's probably Zach or Trevor because nobody else likes that show. Okay. Alright. Okay, what I was trying to do before everything fucking went haywire was clean out this horrible fucking moldy pumpkin I didn't know started to rot. I'm just trying to shake it out like that. Maybe if I just do a fucking football carry. Oh man, this does smell bad. This isn't even the rotten one. Well, the other one is moldy, not rotten, or soft, not rotten. I don't know. Things are just not going well for pumpkins up in South Dakota. Oh, I feel like I should be putting in fucking nose plugs. Alright. Wow, this smells terrible. This smells like entropy. I guess that's what fall is about, though, right? Decay and the process of returning to the earth. Okay, fuck. I did not expect to have to smell that during this stream. It's probably not the last time I'll say that, especially if we move this to OnlyFans. Okay. Fist it? No thanks. Sorry, if you got mold in your butthole, I'm not fisting you. It's not safe. You better mask up, butthole. Okay. Please get the fuck out of here. Oof. Wow. If people are just joining us, first of all, I'm glad you made a mistake. What's happening is I'm going to carve a jack-o'-lantern here, hoping to be the jack-o'-lantern from the movie Halloween, which is why it's floating up there. But this pumpkin was unexpectedly fucking rotting on one side, and all the seeds are bad. It's horrible. Whew. I don't think I'm gonna have to bleach and stuff, because if this is that bad, I'm gonna stick this fucker outside tonight after we're done, and that's it. Anyway, so now I'm gonna start carving the faces. Yeah, Santa Crab, that's because they all make 5 jokes. Okay, so, and that's just me being a dick. I love those guys. We're not gonna use the big one. Sorry. Okay, so I used a little. It's fun to get those little pumpkin kits because they actually put in these good little knives that are way better for carving pumpkins than you might think. So we're going to aim this a little bit so you guys can maybe see the cutting as it's happening, right? And I'm going to move. I'm going to be right over the mic. But let's see here. Yeah. And the reason I'm wearing a blue glove, if anyone's wondering, is because the inside of this pumpkin is goddamn nasty. That's why. You know what? And I think what we'll do is we're going to get this face carved, or I'll get the eyes carved, then maybe take a break from this nasty-ass motherfucking pumpkin and get the seeds from a good pumpkin from yesterday, by the way. I would not be roasting bad mushroom pumpkin seeds. Anyways, might get those going because they take a while. Okay, so here's one eye. And you know what? You could still use the pumpkin meat is fine. You would shave off this moldy part and still use it. I am going to be cooking with pumpkin meat in a little while here, but I've got good pumpkin meat. But this would be, there's chunks there that are fine, so maybe I'll use some of those. I'm from old school, like fucking Dust Bowl cook settlers. I think I mentioned that last stream. And so when it comes to like, oh no, is this going to be moldy? Oh no, how long has this been in the fridge? It's like, yeah, it's fucking fine. All right. Mushroom seeds. Okay, so this eye, I don't know. We're going to see how much this looks like the John Carpenter's Halloween jack-o'-lantern for Halloween. But either way, isn't this fun? It's fun to suddenly have your internet go out. It's fun to have a pumpkin fucking... You know what we can call this episode? If you were to name these episodes like we're Breaking Bad or something, this one would be called Spooky Technical Difficulties, because not only did the internet fuck up on me, but also the pumpkin fucked up on me. That's interesting. How often do you see that? Don't eat it if it has mold. Well, no shit. I'm saying like that's the only concern. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Now those eyes, that's not too bad. We'll see how it looks when I'm gonna put a candle in there. Right now the candles are having a vote, drawing straws on which unlucky asshole has to go inside this moldy pumpkin. Or whatever. Yes, I did see. Well, I watched like a 30-second Halloween Kills gif. I don't really like. Exactly, JMat 1980. I don't really like watching trailers, especially if I know I'm going to see the fucking thing. Then nah. I'm not one of those people like... There's a lot of internet movie fans that are like, when a trailer comes out, they're like, finally, a trailer, good God. It's like, really? Was that big of a deal for you? You know, it's like, you didn't have a bunch of other stuff to worry about? So I think that's funny. And I also think it's like, yeah, I'm going to see the movie. I don't want to see anything about it, especially something like Halloween Kills, which will probably have maybe some good surprises or at least good kills. I don't want to get any of that spoiled for me, you know? So, because I did enjoy the Halloween reboot thing, or the whatever. They rebooted that timeline so many times, no one even cares anymore, but it's fine. But I did enjoy Halloween 2018. And the guy that shot that, did the cinematography, was a dude that shot some Whitest Kid sketches for the show, Michael Simmons, so that's fun. Old friend of the troupe, very cool guy. He might have been up in some stories because he used to be really good at partying. I can't remember if we've talked any stories about him or not. Anyway, so, alright, so let's see here. That looks pretty good. I'm going to have to redo the teeth. So here we are so far. Can you see that? There we go. Not super close, but not. Maybe I need a little bit fatter nose. All right. Pumpkin mold reduction sauce. Yikes, that's fucking disgusting. Mold reduction. Not as in like it reduces the mold, but just you reduce the mold to its barest, tastiest elements. The only mold I eat is cheese. All right. What do I think of Halloween 3? Okay. I was just thinking about this today because I know people are going to ask me about it because I'm making a thing from Halloween. I have not seen many of the Halloween movies. I watch Halloween 1 every year on Halloween. I fucking love it. I watched Halloween 2 for the first time last year. Besides that, and then I saw the new one. I've never gotten around to Halloween 3, and I know that's some kind of travesty in some circles. But that's just what's going on. I'll watch it eventually, you know. Where is... I gotta bring up my jack-o'-lantern thing. Oh, I didn't actually download it. I was just looking at it in my email. Right, sorry. Excuse us. Welcome back to Dad's on the Internet. All right. Okay. So we're going to do... I'm actually going to carve the teeth free-handed. Like a fucking boss. Oh, the tooth area is also moldy pumpkin. Fucking hell, man. Something happened here. There's something happening here. My pumpkin stand is giving me fear. I love how this show is about me doing things that make me ignore chat. What will I do for Hype Train? Hype Train already happened. I'm doing a second jack-o'-lantern, a little kitty cat, with a moldy pumpkin, which was going to be some kind of weird-ass novelty, except this pumpkin ended up being moldy too, because my life is a fucking joke. So... And right now, I'm carving the teeth of the John Carpenter's Halloween, Jack-o'-lantern for Halloween, freehand, without trace. I did trace on a pattern earlier, but as I started getting down to the mouth, I decided it wasn't quite right. So I'm just fucking going freehand, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Also, yes, I am carving it in one big chunk, which I probably don't need to be doing. Yeah, this pumpkin is soft and weird. Just like my dick. Alright. Timmy, don't preoccupy yourselves with Darren. Whatever, Darren rules too. See, I said two, because I know that I rule. I'm fucking awesome. But Darren also rules. And I don't know if they've said anything yet, but there is a new show starting next week with other members. So, there you go. And I'm excited. I'll be in the chat checking it out. How did you end up joining Whitest Kids You Know? I think there's a YouTube Zoom discussion about that. Short answer, I met the guys on 9/11. Trevor came in and told me he just drank something black. And I was like, that guy should be my friend. And then Sam and Zach actually met me first, and they were chill too. And I was like, these guys are cool. And then a few months later, I joined their group. And I've been fucking miserable since then. Just kidding. Okay. I'm done. Just about done. Here. I don't know. I don't know if this looks much like the jack-o'-lantern of yore. But we're going to see what happens. God, this thing smells so fucking bad. Oh. Okay. Okay. You're right. How do you tell, Timmy, unless we get that fucking fire going, right? So, no, I didn't get kidnapped. They already knew me after that. But I like it when people who aren't me answer a question for me, even though they have less information. Okay, let's see here. You like the ponytail? Thank you. I like the ponytail too. Helps me not get hair and other stuff. Okay, so there it is. How much have you guys pulled down from Twitch and donate? I love it when people ask stuff like that. How much did you make from a TV show? I don't know. I'm going to tell you. Okay. Anyways, we're doing, but obviously you guys are helping out on the Twitch thing, so I'm not trying to be a dick. Sorry. No, things are going good. We're starting to get the movie funded and get production stuff going. Now it's time for fire. What do I do if I don't do comedy full time? I'm also an insurance agent and an international assassin. So, do a lot of Kill Bill shit where I wear a tight body suit made out of Lycra and I fucking kill people. Alright, so let's check it out. That's not too bad. It's kind of close, right? When's this gourd getting reamed? I'm literally doing it right now. Alright, so what do you guys think? I think that looked pretty good. Am I tits or ass man? Tits, but I like everything. No, I would never show my daughter on stream. Are you kidding me? Yeah. So people are asking like, you tits or an ass man? Hey everybody, here's my young child. Fuck that. No way. She was like, I would love to come on your cooking stream sometime, Dad. I'm like, yeah, when you're fucking 30. Alright, so we're going to leave the moldy ass fucking Halloween pumpkin from Halloween for Halloween right there. I might end up using that pumpkin meat because you could still, not all it's bad. So here we go. Alright. Timmy, hide the bodies. Timmy, fuck the pumpkin. No. I knew you from somewhere. Okay. Alright, here we go. So, next up, going to, I'm hungry, so I'm going to cook the pumpkin parts. Now, luckily, very, very fucking luckily as it turns out, I carved some other jack-o'-lanterns last night with my daughter, and I'll show those later. I'll go grab them. One of them is probably going to create some bullshit political discussion, so I probably won't get that one. But I'll get one of them out. Doesn't matter where you go, there's people that can't breathe. So, anyways, I got pumpkin meat from the pumpkins we carved last night. So I'm going to cut up the pumpkin meat. I'm going to start cooking that till it gets soft. Then I got some leftover chuck from another recipe I made. I made some beef stew this week, so I'm going to cut that up, and we're just going to stir fry it. With my wok. So that's what that's going to be. Alright. The WKUK fan base isn't that great for children. Well, the thing is neither is the WKUK. My daughter has seen some of our sketches, but 3 of them. So, am I into conspiracies, DMT? No. Sometimes I think there's some things that have maybe a little merit to them, but no, not like Trevor is. I have to Nah, I live in South Dakota, man. I mean, I don't believe a lot of conspiracies. I just see the products of propagandic misinformation firsthand pretty often. So I don't really get into the rest of it. All right. So yeah, gonna carve up some fucking pumpkin. What the fuck is oatmeal? Where's spaceship? Man, I love when people ask the question 47 times, but that is a cool question. Spaceship, when I was married, my daughter and I moved out to when I was married and did not have a daughter yet, my wife and I moved out to Oregon, and we brought Spaceship with us. And then when my wife at the time got pregnant with my daughter, we and look, I can prove that the pumpkin meat is from a jack-o'-lantern, because look, that's an eye shape from yesterday. See that? So anyways, we brought Spaceship with us, but then when she got pregnant, she was always a little bit allergic to cats, but then when she got pregnant, it got really bad. So when we ended up moving to South Dakota, back here, because I'm from here, we left Spaceship there, and she was, we left her with a lady, and then the lady gave her to her boyfriend, and then I think the boyfriend moved to Northern California. So Spaceship would be like 17 or something now. So I don't know if she's alive anymore. I haven't been in touch with the dude that has her, but I mean, he was a good guy, so I'm sure she's fine. And if she's still alive, she probably looks the same, because she was the perma kitty. That's what we called her. So yeah, would I go back doing something like the White Kids show full time, if possible, sustainable? Yeah. Wouldn't you? It's fun. Making TV is fun. It just, that kind of thing is, I mean, can't do it forever. And, right now we're focused on funding this animated movie, which is, was the impetus for the Twitch stream. However, I have a feeling that even after we fund the movie, attention whores like myself and Zach are going to be like, you know what, I like doing this, and we're going to keep doing it. Zucchini Boys forever, right? That being said, I might take a week off of cooking, but I'll still stream next week. Thank you so much to the people gifting subs and everything, by the way. I'm always really bad at acknowledging that and noticing it, because I'm cooking and stuff during my show. But also, I want to get better at it, because you guys really mean a lot to us. It's really cool that people are so into helping us get this fucking movie made. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a great way to make a new film during a pandemic that my state's ignoring. And, it's cool. And yeah, I did see somebody mention that a lot of paranormal shit happens in Watertown. Well, Watertown, in South Dakota. Yeah. But I think, you can do that without... I think a lot of conspiracy theories end up being a little hurtful. That's why I don't get super into them. Anyway, so what I'm doing now is a little sesame oil and the wok, and I'm going to get the pumpkin going. Take the pumpkin out once I like how cooked it is, and then get the meat cooked up. Save yourself, Hamlet shit. You guys rule. We love you. Thank you. All right. Alrighty. Zucchini Boys for life. Hell yeah. Cool. Yeah, thank you, Ron Jana. You're the best, man. Love the tick shirt. Thank you. And I'm also using a spoon. I used it to carve this. I'm going to carve another jack-o'-lantern in a little bit, but I got to get some food cooking. I'm hungry. It's past dinner time. Or as they call it on the farms, supper time. On farm life, you've got breakfast, breakfast, dinner at lunchtime, lunch at like 3, and then maybe a snack, and then supper, right? My mom makes me support him still. I grew up with one of you guys, and my mom makes me support him still. I wonder, what? That's crazy. Okay, I need to get into a recipe real quick. I'm pretty much making this recipe up in my head, or really making it up on the stove. It's not even getting in my head first. I'm just going to be throwing stuff. But I found some ideas for this on a cooking blog, and, as someone who cooks, and you guys have seen, I use a lot of recipes off the internet. Cooking blogs are the fucking worst thing in the world. Has anyone noticed that? You guys notice that? Yes, it is Andy Mac. Anyways, okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay. Anyways, cooking blogs are terrible because there'll be this great, delicious sounding recipe. You're like, yeah, cool. And then it's like you get into the recipe and it's like 5 fucking paragraphs of like, so here's a story about why my husband doesn't like shrimp. And it's like, oh my god, I don't care. And then like even when you jump to the recipe, then you got to watch an ad or something first. It's like, oh god. So if anybody watching has a cooking blog, suck a butt. Also, I would love to be on it if you're a popular one. Oh wow, thank you to NaFam3 subscribing with Prime. Thanks to everybody else helping get that hype train going and helping do all the fun stuff we're doing. Somebody just messaged me on Insta being like, I know you're busy, but I would love to pick your brain about DMing. If you don't know what they're talking about, I DM the Whitest Kids RPG. And it's like, I just want to reply like, I don't have time, the pumpkins are full of mold, god damn it! You know, just like freak out on them. I need a suck a butt shirt. That'd be a great idea. You know why I did that is because as I've gotten older, I've gotten a little more, I don't know, inclusive? I don't know what you want to call it. But anyways, saying suck a dick to me, I'm like, I want to stop saying that as a derogative because some people love sucking dick. Some people love getting their dick sucked. You know? I know I fit into at least one of those categories. I've never tried the other one, so, you know. But I was like, but yes, I'm sure people are about to say, yes, there's people that like sucking butts too, but, pun intended, butts are primarily gross. You know what I mean? So I feel like, and everyone's got one, except for there's a few people that don't have butts, and those people have a fucking hard road ahead of them, right? But most people have butts, so I feel like it's a little bit more of a way to tell everybody, hey, fuck you, suck my butt. Like everybody knows what it's like, or maybe, or has an idea, or has one. You know, it's more you can relate to it. I've never gotten a blowjob. Very clever joke to make from that statement. I knew that would happen. Anyways. So right now I've got pumpkin cooking in sesame oil behind me. Oh, I wanted to put a little red pepper flake in there too. Oh man, it's going to take me fucking 14 minutes to find that. Red pepper flake, coriander, cumin, whole black peppercorns, sesame seeds from the Ducka spiced carrots we made last week. There's the red pepper flakes. Alright. I love the combination of red pepper flakes and sesame oil. In fact, it's harder to find around here, but I love spicy, fiery sesame oil. There's some company that makes it, and it's just wonderful. Alright. The pumpkin is cooking. Where did I put that goddamn colander? I'm going to want that. Okay. Alright, what are we talking about? My cousin who stepped on landmine in Afghanistan. Oh, they don't have a butt? That sucks, man. That can be tough. It's like saying butthead instead of asshat? I might have missed something there. Alright. Oh, there's a big chunk of fat here. You know, big chunks of fat when it comes to beef, it's like, are you going to be delicious or are you going to be gristle? Really, what you look for in beef is the little veiny fat lines in between the meat, and that's the good shit anyways. So. I wish I was as cool as Timmy. Okay. You know what? I used to rail against the concept of coolness because, well, mainly as like, you know, for high school kids and other people who are still are dealing with a lot of peer pressure, because it's like, I don't think it's healthy to worry about being cool, because what is cool, right? Okay, so let's say you're trying to impress someone and you want somebody, let's say the cool kids at school, right? The popular kid, let's say you want the popular kids at school to like you, right? So you want to be cool. Now, what is that coolness? What is that thing you're going for? That is a fucking made up concept in your own head that you are assigning to other people, right? So what the fuck are you trying to do? Which is why, in my life, even from lots of my good friends, including 4 people that I still do stuff with, Whenever people give me shit about like the things I'm into, like ska or comic books or just fucking my general ness, I never, it's fun to get mad about it, and I do sometimes wish there were more people on my same level, but I don't get mad about it, because they're like, you know what, that's just their thing, and this is my thing, and we're all cool. I really need to get these fucking pumpkin seeds going. So, let's do that next. Alright, being cool is not worrying about being cool. I think you're right. If you really want to have a real coolness, I think that's it, right? Add the curry paste, I don't have that. Okay, I'm supposed to slice the beef, not chunkerize it, but that's fine too. Okay, so I'm going to melt a little bit of butter. Throw it on these seeds and salt, and then we're just going to fucking get those going. It's going to take a while, so that's why I kind of want to do it. Pumpkin. Keep cooking that a little bit. Alright. I need to melt butter. Oh, perfect. Just a little chunk of butter. It calls for like 1 or 2 teaspoons. I'm using a tablespoon because butter fucking rules. Okay. I gotta cook that. Now you can melt butter in the microwave, but you gotta be fucking quick about it with the speed of an ermine. Alright, so I'm gonna do like 11 seconds. That's probably gonna be enough already. I am a rude boy, and that's the best way to live. Yeah, fucking pit up, dude. Alright. Oh man, that butter is cold because it's not even close to melting. We're going to do another 11 seconds on the other side. We're going to stir the pumpkin a little bit. We're going to get a test fork. And I have to carve a whole nother pumpkin. Let's not forget that. I don't think it'll be that hard. But that one is definitely rotting versus the surprise rotting of this one. So could be more interesting. This butter's not melting at all. Oh, you know what? I was going by microwave softening butter guidelines, not melting it. God, fucking idiot. Alright, now we're going to go for a longer time. Self-care relationship advice. You seem to carry an area of self-assuredness and personal understanding that's admirable and aspirational. First of all, no, I will not send you money. I mean, a compliment like that, clearly you're asking for something. It's funny, I think one reason I might seem like that is because I decided not to pursue a relationship anymore. Maybe if something falls in my lap, fine. But as you might have seen on a stream a couple weeks ago, I also kind of told Zach and Trevor that I don't know if I had fully considered myself bisexual, but I'm also just so not into pursuing any relationship with anyone at all. So they're like, well, would you fucking do it? I'm like, I don't know, sure. That's kind of how I am about stuff. But yes, another part of that, if I seem like I'm happy, I've accepted my fate as a parent and not going to be on TV and stuff all the time. And then also, properly taking care of my mental health in the last year has been great. A little personal story that's, it's fine to tell at this point. When I've been for years, literal years, meaning to, I knew something was wrong with me for a long time, because the kinds of mental stuff I've had forever, I just either ignored it or drank my distractions away or whatever. But I knew for the last few years, I gotta do something about it, because I'm living more of a normal life and it's harder to distract myself from the problem. So, when I finally got the appointment ready, and this has been something I wanted to do for a long time. I had the appointment scheduled for 2 months ahead of time. It just so happened to be the week that a good friend of mine got sentenced to prison for pot, because South Dakota's stupid. And then also a friend of the family shot himself, the same fucking week, right? And I had my therapy appointment right in between all that stuff, so it was wow, very serendipitous, What the hell is on that back wall? That's a thing my daughter made, and it blows around in the register for my heater. So, there's your question answered, my friend. Alright, well this pumpkin, I don't want it to burn, so we're going to let it chill for a little bit. We're going to get the beef cooking. And the seeds, I kind of have the seeds stuck to this fucking paper towel, so I'm going to try and You know what? I have an idea though too. Alright. Also, if anybody's tuning in to watch me play Fallout, I might get there tonight. I don't know. Things are a little wacko right now. So we'll find out. We'll see. Anyways, and you know, we're having an interesting discussion and people are probably saying interesting things and I'm missing it. So let me get back on the chat here. Get these seeds back. Get these seeds in the butter. Get the seeds in the butter. See, and in case you, I mean, maybe it's obvious, because I've talked about it before, and I think it's obvious by my actions, but one of the things that I finally figured out is a problem of mine is like kind of an ADHD thing, but basically what it does is funnels into my anxiety, which is my main real problem. So it's like I get anxious about not getting stuff done, and then kind of an ADHD side of me that prevents me from getting much done. So it's stuff to work on. But yeah, so going way back to a question someone asked me, that's my advice is just don't be afraid to look at yourself and figure out what you need to do. You know. CPS tore down my fortress of solitude. I don't even fucking know what that means. All right. So no, that's not why I went to prayer. Where's Chair to save me? Pumpkin versus Chair. The Watertown Dildo Watch of 2017. Oh man, if that's a great reference. So my personal YouTube page is Timmy Robot. I think I have some Dildo Watch stuff on there. But so back in 2017, I've been back here in Watertown for a long time. So in 2017, I was driving home near my house, because that's how you get home, and I noticed what looked like a giant, like this big black dildo lying in the street, and it was. And so I took a picture of it and like tweeted it with the hashtag dildo watch. And then I think I had just dropped off my daughter to her mother or something like that. I'd been in touch with her, with my ex, with my daughter's mom. And so I told her, hey, there's a dildo lying in the street. And she had to go by there. It's near like a doctor's office. She's going to the doctor. So she drove by there a little later and was like, oh my God, it's still there. And so I went there and got a video. And yeah, it became a whole thing. And then I think it was gone like the next day. But it was lying there for a long time. Alright, so now I got the beef cooking. You know what? And I don't know if this is... I don't really know much about the proper way to stir fry, but what I like to do is kind of put in random shit while it's frying up. Like I'm cooking the meat right now, I'm going to throw soy sauce in there. That I thought I had, which is not a thing I'm good at. I would have marinated the beef in soy sauce, maybe a little brown sugar and ginger, maybe, you know. Anyways, I'm just gonna cook it up, and really, it's just gonna be beef and pumpkin. But I'm gonna eat it, and I think that's what people wanted from this, was me to eat pumpkin parts. How's this rotten ass piece of shit fucking pumpkin doing? All right. Yes, I do, because my ex-wife and I have a child, and I think it's bullshit the way people rip kids apart because they prioritize being mad at their ex or prioritize being vindictive above what's best for the kid. And so, yeah, I bust my goddamn fucking ass off to get along with my ex-wife. And she makes a lot of sacrifices to get along with me. And we do that, and I have custody, but I still give her plenty of time. My daughter's at her house right now, in fact, because I know that's best for my kid. Because if I were to say, no, I think your other parent sucks, you gotta stay with me all the time, well, who's she gonna end up hating in that situation? So I would rather her just, have both parents, and, I think that's just best for her. If it got, there's obviously exceptions when the other parent's fucking dangerous or something, but in this case, that wasn't really happening, so, no. But we got told by a judge once that we were the best divorced couple he'd ever seen. So I still wear that as a badge of honor, because I think it's a very weird badge. Alright, meanwhile, burning the meat. As a child of divorce, you need to make a food product with the Zucchini Boys brand. Hot sauce, champion with zucchini. I eat the shit out of Timmy sauce. Dude, I, many years ago, kind of developed my own barbecue sauce, but I never did anything with it. Alright, so I was trying to dry my seeds on paper towels, and now I just have this, which looks horrible. I do have some backup seeds. Backup to the backups. So, we're going to throw these in here. I think it's going to be okay. Alright, so now the beef is good. I think, let's try this one. Yeah, still a little pink in the middle, that's okay. Cutting up some of the bigger pieces. Alright. Whatever. So, you know, a lot of the cooking I've done has been following recipes. Tonight, shit, man, I didn't even follow the pattern for that I ended up drawing on it. I just kind of went with it. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm just cooking some beef and some soy sauce. You know what? Let's throw in some garlic powder now I'm talking about it. Fucking love garlic powder. You know, and just make food happen. Because sometimes that's the best way. People are like, how'd you learn to cook? I'm like, well, I really just follow recipes 99% of the time. But also, cooking is just about throwing shit together and liking what happens, you know? So do it. If I put an egg in the ground and water it, will that yield an eggplant? Absolutely vagina. Is this the Timmy Talks? No, this is real life. That was a sketch. This is me cooking. What's he making? He made a jack-o'-lantern, and he is making pumpkin and steak stir-fry, or chuck roast. I'm also going to get these pumpkin seeds going right fucking now. Welcome to Winging It with Timmy. Dude, I need to make fucking wings. Yes. I have a lot of buffalo sauce in my cabinet for not really a good reason. So that's what I should do. Whoever said that, kudos, motherfucker. Alright, so let's get the pumpkin back in there. And stir it up. Whoa! We got meat flying off the goddamn radar. Alright, I don't really know what's happening in here, but I'm pretty sure it's going to taste real good. Where did I put my soy sauce? Where did I soy sauce? Where did I go with the soy sauce? How did I do with the soy sauce? Where did I go with the soy sauce? Is that too many bars? Is Twitch going to fire me? Let's do a little red pepper. Already put some red pepper. Ooh, how about some sriracha? Let's go and put the sriracha. Who likes to have some sriracha? Let's put sriracha right in there. Fridge closed. I know people get fucking weird about that. I appreciate your weird obsessions. There's people who hate it when my cupboard and fridge doors are open, so there you go. Well, she doesn't worship Jehovah anymore. But yeah, that was really fun to... It's weird when you find an adult who hasn't had that experience, you know, so it's kind of fun to get them into it. And it happened a lot, you know, Christmas and stuff, so it was interesting. The other weird thing that, you know, there's probably, I'm sure we have fans, maybe people watching right now that are either have been J-dubs or quits or whatever, and, you know, a lot of weird, I don't want to just call this stuff they have to deal with. Oh, I forgot to salt this. Hold on. How are you going to make a snack without salt? The recipe I followed, well, it's not really a recipe, it was more a suggestion how to roast sunflower seeds. It said, like, pinch of salt. Alright, well, I like salt. I don't think salt is immediately bad for you. I think you just have to overdo it. So maybe that's overdoing it. I don't know. But a couple weeks ago, I did Salt Bae, my version of Salt Bae. So here we go. I'll bring it over here so you guys can see me Salt Bae it better. Ready? Okay, right? I even got a ponytail right now, just like he did. Right? Is that how he does it? You're in Elgin and your cousins. Are you a fan of kind of the dance artist Popcan? I don't know what that means. Alright. I gotta check out what this actually looks like live for you guys right now. Is everything going good video-wise? Yeah, it looks alright. Okay. Okay, so I don't know what the hell's going on with these pumpkin seeds. I've never done this before. People demanded that if I'm gonna do a jack-o'-lantern, I use all the parts. So that's what we're trying to do. Talking about that sort of philosophy, let's get into horror movies. And I know one horror movie that I brought up on a stream another time that I loved was Blood Quantum, which was came out this year on Shudder, and I think you can watch it on Prime too, maybe. But anyways, it was made by Burning Pumpkin Productions. No. It was made by Indigenous and First Natives people in Canada. It's a very clever, fun zombie movie. I really enjoyed it. Let's check that out. When I mentioned it on stream a few weeks ago, someone's like, "Oh yeah, Zach was talking about that too, and he loved it." So I'm like, told him that. He's like, "Well, I didn't like it at all." He's like, "You're talking about that movie where the guy from Westworld's in the cabin in the woods?" I'm like, "No." So he has not seen the movie we were talking about. Some fucking asshole lied to me. Okay, so another thing was when you're doing these pumpkin seeds, trying to roast them, you want to get them as flat on a one layer as possible, and it's so hard because they're fucking sticky. They're already kind of sticky, even though I dried them. And now you put butter all over them, so I find that to be a frustrating instruction. But whatever. And I'm probably going to put more salt on these because I'm a bad boy. A culinary bad boy. Like Anthony Bourdain without the knowledge or skills. Or ability to travel over the world and wear a Ramon shirt all the time. Alright. Put a little salt and pepper on them. Okay. Alright, now we're going to throw these motherfuckers in the oven and just hope for the best. Which might be a good subtitle for this cooking show. Hoping for the best. With dumb suburban dad. Alright, not even suburban. We're fucking small town roll around here, bitches. Alright. Let's see how tender everything's getting. How tender! In case you're wondering, so this is what the pumpkin and beef stir fry is kind of ended up as. Let me hop over to my other screen here. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Are you talking about Quantum Leap with Scott Bakula? No! That was a great show. They made some real fucking weird calls on Quantum Leap, though. Like, there's an episode where... You know, sometimes he ends up as a lady on that show, right? So there's an episode where they reveal at the start of the episode that he's jumped into a lady, right? Ha ha ha, it's the guy's a lady, oh my god, funny. Which I'm not going to knock that concept too much. But, so right after they reveal that Scott Bakula is a lady in this episode, it says the episode title on the screen like it does every week. This one said, raped. It's like, uh-oh. And so basically he jumped into the body of a woman who had just been sexually assaulted, and it turned out the reason he was there was so that she could beat up her attacker. So it's kind of like the message there that they maybe weren't thinking about was, hey, don't worry, women, men will handle it for you, which A, we won't, and B, what a shitty message to tell them. Right? And then there was an episode where he was in the body of an old black man who defiantly sat down in a diner in the 50s in a section where black people were not supposed to sit. And so basically that helped kick off a big part of the civil rights movement. So that episode is basically like, oh yeah, he helped start a white dude. In order for the civil rights movement to start, a white man had to take control of a black man to do it. It's like, Quantum Leap, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, pretty crazy. But besides that, besides some missteps that, I don't know, I would assume they didn't really think about it. They just thought it was just fucking white people being fucking white and meaning well, but just fucking idiots like we always do. But, especially, and that was 10 years ago that I watched that, and it was already like that, like, ooh. I've been watching it even now, would be even worse, just like, oh my god, these fucking guys don't get it. Okay, so I'm going to put a timer on those beans. Are they kind of like beans? These pumpkin seeds. We're gonna bake these pumpkin seeds in the oven. These pumpkin beans, we're gonna bake them. We're gonna bake the pumpkin beans. They're gonna come out. They're gonna be roasted pumpkin seeds, pumpkin beans. They're gonna be baked beans. That's all you're ever gonna fucking get, by the way. All right. Yes, Jiggle Bro, I think he did that too. So, yeah. Oh yeah, Back to the Future had that kind of shitty moment too, right? Did I watch Lovecraft Country? Have not seen it yet. That's really how that went? Wow. Licorice rice liquor. Sure, okay. Yeah, it would be crazy being in that situation. But being that he ends up in those bodies because he's supposed to help them do something, the message is like he needed to help these people do something, and the fact that he was a white dude helping these other, marginalized people make big steps towards their own individuality was, not great. And I don't fucking care if you think I'm thinking into it too much. I already discussed that I have fucking mental issues. Plus, I don't think it's bad to be sensitive to outlooks of other people. So, you could always watch any of the 800 racist pieces of shit playing Call of Duty. Not including my friends, but the other ones. Alright. You've been trying to get me to say what all stream? Anyways. Come to Illinois? Yeah, Illinois is alright. That's where my ex is from. My daughter is half Chicagoan. If we go all the way back. Okay, so, I don't know, maybe I'm overcooking this thing now. We're going to test the meat here. Oh no, that's good. FIDA 7X, if that's what it says. Great idea. What's my most disliked / liked sketch? Well, I'm not really wild about the Gandalf Raping Day sketch anymore. I think that one, if it was ever a good age, I think it's definitely aged poorly now. My favorite sketch, I love the strip club name sketch a lot. I really do. Alright. That tastes very good. But it's dry. That is like random, for when you're just a moron and need to make stir fry, I have this stir fry sauce. I'm going to throw some of that in there and call that dinner done. Also, I'm using a calorie counting app right now. So I'm just trying to lose a little bit of weight. And I'll just do that later so you guys don't have to watch me fucking lie to a computer so that I hit a number like it's a video game. No, I won't have to lie. This is actually probably pretty low calorie. Although chuck roast is not the most slim cut of beef. Pumpkin has very few calories. Anyway, so there's that. I think it looks and smells good, so I'm going to eat some. What the new Whitest Kid stream is going to be? The new Whitest Kid stream, Sam described to me. And it sounds great, but it's also possibly he was joking with me. So we're going to have to wait and see what it really is. But I think it really is that. But it's also such a fun, silly idea that it could be him just being silly. So I don't know. But I'm excited to see it. I'm always the worst one to ask about this stuff because the other guys don't care talking about, like, oh yeah, we'll tell you the name of the movie. If it was me, I always hold stuff close to the vest. I love being secretive. I think it's fun to be sneaky. I agree that Minnesota's better than Illinois. The horseradish memes on Reddit. No! You know what? Thank you for reminding me. I'm so bad at checking out the Whitest Kids Reddit. Check out the Whitest Kids Reddit. There's a lot of fun shit going on there. There's a link here on the page. Close your fridge. Close your goddamn fridge. Thank you, though. Alright, so here we go. I am going to eat this food, and then we'll get the other pumpkin carving going. I think we're going to say no to the possibly bad like not bad as in, but like actually poisoned bad pumpkin meat here. Okay. Adventures of Interest. I like your name, but yeah, that stir fry sauce. Sometimes you need to use it. The Lincoln sketch was a big deal in high school. Cool. Are you willing to do the real work? I don't know who you're talking to, or if you're talking about murder or what. Your fridge is closed? All right. Now we're fighting. We're totally fighting. Cool. I'm going to go get the... Slow down. I'm going to serve myself up some food, and then I'm going to go get the squishy pumpkin. And if people are confused, fine, so am I. What happened is, my daughter and I fucking love October. We bought a bunch of pumpkins and stuff, many of them intending to carve them, and then we put them out on the stoop for fall decoration. And then closer to Halloween, you bring them in to carve them up, right? Well, we did that. And then South Dakota got very unseasonably cold weather. We got fucking like a half foot of snow one day, maybe 4 or 5 inches at least. And then, lots of frost, really low temps for this time of year. I think we maybe even broke a record for October low temps. So anyways, the pumpkins froze. When pumpkins freeze, they're too hard. But what do? Then you thaw them out, and then they get mushy. So most of them were really mushy. I just put it back on the stoop because they still look nice, but inside they're fucking horrible. Just like me. I look great. Inside is rotten. But there's this one big one that is still maybe okay to carve. So, being that we hit the hype train like a fucking hour ago, I'm going to go get it, and we're going to carve it. And I've let the chat decide, and we're going to do a kitty cat pattern. So, be right back. Pumpkin. So this is the one that got frozen. Okay, I bought this last week intending for this to be this. Okay? For that to be, if you just joining us, I carved the Halloween jack-o'-lantern, which is why I have the picture of it. Actually, we're going to get rid of that picture because now it's like not really relevant anymore. So I bought this. Look how big and beautiful this thing is. Look at that fucking girthy stem, right? Anyways, got that. and it froze and was very hard and then thawed, and so it got squishy, but it's not that squishy, and there's actually not any rotten parts like there ended up being on this one. That was a fucking surprise. So, yeah, here's the weird part, though. The stem is the squishiest part, and I'm going to be kind of interested eventually to look inside that stem and find out. But first, let's see what's the right side to carve a goddamn face. I think it's this. And then let's look at the kitty pattern that I have agreed to make. Why, when you know you got the girthy stem, nice lumps, yeah, this is a weird ass pumpkin, you guys. Let's not beat around the bush here. But it's cool, and I'm glad that it fucking didn't freeze and die, right? Kind of interesting. So this is like a book of patterns, and I don't use jack-o'-lantern patterns. What the fuck did I just say? Jack-o'-lantern patterns? Jack-o'-patterns very much. As you saw, even when I drew my own pattern on the face for the Halloween one, I didn't even fucking follow it. But apparently, jack-o'-lantern pattern, there we go, technology, has gotten real fucking ahead of me. Because now what you do is, I guess you tape this thing on there, and then you color in the dots, and there's like a pattern, and then you just carve along the dots. So, which is maybe too easy for me. I don't know. Speaking of the term too easy, here's a cute parenting story, because I know some of y'all tuned in for that shit. When my daughter was little, so we're going to put this right here, by the way. When my daughter was little, 2 or 3, she would throw fucking tantrums like every 2 and 3-year-old, because 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds, especially 3-year-olds, are the fucking devil. They're the worst. They're horrible people. As I used to say in stand-up, the only reason that kids and babies are cute is because if they weren't, there'd just be stacks of them left on every street corner in America. But anyways, don't believe the hype about 2-year-olds. 3-year-olds are the worst. Anyways, when she was 3, she would throw tantrums as you were wont to do. And she would get all worked up about whatever fucking, I can't hold the jar of lemonade, I'm so mad, they never make sense when they're mad. She would get all mad about that, and the thing she would scream once she got really worked up was just start screaming, "It's too easy! It's too easy!" And we were like, what in the fuck are you talking about? So it was pretty great. It's too easy, which I get it, you want a challenge in life when you're 3. Because maybe that's true, because when you're 3, you think you're the fucking best. You're just learning how to, use words, right? You know how to, make all these big, tall people around you fucking give you snacks all the time? You can still get your ass wiped, even if you're trying to learn how to use the potty when you're 3. You're still getting your ass wiped whenever you want, which is probably a perk. So, maybe she did think life was too easy. Maybe she wanted a challenge, right? So, I would agree with whoever said that. Your chat flew by a little bit too quickly. But, yes, cuteness is definitely an evolutionary achievement. I am with you on that one. Okay, so I also made pumpkin and beef stir fry. Very simple. Just threw some sesame oil in a wok. Got the pumpkin going for a little while, then took it out, cooked the beef, threw the pumpkin back in. Stirred everything together with soy sauce, stir-fry sauce, just not homemade, just stir-fry sauce out of a bottle. Red pepper flakes, some garlic powder. That's good. Yeah. It's just pumpkin and beef. It's very, very simple. It's good, though. It's food. It's good to eat food. Probably not the worst thing in the world to eat. Probably somewhat healthy. Teaching kids not to say fucking butt all the time. That's funny. Alright, so there's a special crayon they put in this kit to draw this pattern. Where the hell did my special crayon go? I lost the special crayon, you guys. How do I feel about that live stream? The 24-hour thing with Sam and Trevor? That was a blast. Did I get actually pissed about some things? Sure. But you know what? I think you guys know, especially at this point, that that's kind of part of the deal when you watch Whitest Kids live. We just get a little bit pissed at each other sometimes. Man, I don't know where my thing went. There's like a little crayon that you draw on the pattern. I kind of think this whole pattern thing is bullshit. Oh! Jesus Christ, there's a live flame in there. I shouldn't be tipping it around. Okay. Well, we're not all married and we don't all have kids, but there are some of us married and with kids. Some of us are both. I'm one of those. I have a kid, not multiple kids. Oh, okay, but I do help out with another kid a lot. Okay, so I found my grant. Transfer crayon. Okay, transfer crayon. All right, here we go. We're gonna transfer this pattern on here. I don't think this is gonna work out very well, but this pumpkin is real fucking bumpy. You know what I'm gonna do? What are you gonna do, Timmy? I'm gonna carve just right into this fucking thing. I don't know, man. This pumpkin is really bumpy. We did a 24-hour live stream a couple years ago as part of a special for Trevor's comedy album. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was very weird to stay up that late, or for that long. Especially when you're like fucking 35 or 37 or whatever we were. This transferring thing doesn't work on a pumpkin that's goddamn bumpy. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out a new method on that. I should eat some more dinner, because normally I've eaten my dinner by this time of the day, and you guys don't want to watch me pass out, or do you? Alright, next hype train I'm gonna pass out willfully. Just kidding. Yeah, Trevor and I have a really good natural, but not always natural interaction. Tape it more and cut through the paper? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Alright. Fuck you, aluminum foil. Okay. Tape. Oh my god. Oh, I said it right here. Why didn't you say anything? Okay. I think it's really close to the time when I start saying anyone that asks about hot dogs just gets banned for life. Like, we get it. Hot dogs. I'm kidding though, don't actually ban that person. Last week I made kind of a sort of real, but mostly joke reference to banning someone, and then they maybe got banned, and then you guys unbanned them or something? I don't know. Oh, the Bad Panda sketch. Yeah, okay, cool. So that's the thing, is I used to have a very good memory. I could remember every Whitest Kid sketch. I remember dates of live shows. I remembered my daughter's name, and now my memory's just getting really bad. That last part was a joke. But, yeah, I just don't remember all the sketches and stuff anymore. If you're just joining us, I'm trying to make this kitty cat pattern, because we hit Hype Train, so I let chat vote on a poll of what I should carve next after I carve the Halloween one from the movie Halloween. And, they chose kitty cat. I don't know. That's what the pattern looks like. And we're done! But now I gotta actually, and remember, this pumpkin is probably rotting inside too. It's gonna be weird. Anyways, I gotta cut off the cap. Oh yeah, that's definitely too soft. Ew. And if you haven't carved jack-o'-lanterns before, it's important to always cut a tooth in the back. And you know what? I just did it on this one, but I'll show you guys what I mean. Because those lids can fall easily. So if you can't tell, can you see that? Let me get over to my other screen so I can see this live. Okay. Yeah. So there's a little tooth there. You carve that in, and obviously it'll end up matching on your lid. See? That makes it a lot easier to stay in place if you're going to have it out in your driveway for a while. Yeah, I kind of think that looks like the one from Halloween. Do you guys think I did an alright job? I think I did alright. Anyways, back to carving this motherfucker. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. I live in South Dakota, as many of you know. And South Dakota is near Minnesota, North Dakota, and parts of Iowa. That gets a lot of crap about the Northern Plains accent. It's not really a Midwestern accent, because you get more in the Midwest, it's a little different. It's like this weird accent derived from Scandinavia and stuff, I guess. Anyways, I probably have the accent more than I care to admit. But yesterday, in my other life as an insurance agent, one of my longtime customers came in. I never thought about him. I haven't thought about him in a long time. And he came in, and holy shit, does that guy have the best Northern Plains accent, if you will. Just like, oh yeah, well you betcha, yeah. Oh, so I came in, and he's got glasses like as thick as a fucking, like this thick, right? Just girth glasses. Coke bottle glasses. He's like, oh yeah, I need to take off the Buick. Sold the Buick, I'm like, oh yeah, sold it. Yep, got a good price from Stan, It's just fucking unreal. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I think it's great too. Oh, for cute. And of course, I'm sure. Oh, this is so rotten inside. Oh, fuck. Oh, I gotta put my hand in there. Oh my god, I'm gonna. Welcome back to inhaling spores, boys. That's what I'm about to do, is inhale some fucking mold spores. 3D shaving technique? Yeah, one of these days I'll be that cool. Definitely not today. Alright. Yeah, well, Semi-Freda, that's how I said that, sorry, saying they're Swedish and that the accent around here reminds them of that. Yeah, I think that's my theory, is because a lot of where the fuck did my bread knife go? Yeah, because, a lot of us around here are descended from folks from Scandinavian area. Okay, if you guys want to see, look how moldy that is. Holy shit. And then the inside of this pumpkin is also moldy. The bread knife is right here. Good God. Anyways. Okay. Wow, so I knew it would be moldy in there. That's still impressive. For fuck's sake. Alright. So, definitely going to wear gloves for this one. Good Lord. Actually, I think I have bathroom cleaning gloves, and this is equal to not wanting to touch human shit. This is yeah, so. Tonight's secret word is girth. Just yeet it in the trash? Come in it? People have been asking for that, too. Liquor is funny. COVID wasn't strong enough to beat Timmy's lungs. He's resorted to huffing mold. Yep. I mean, shit, man. You try and die in a fun way, and it just doesn't work. Alright, guys. I'm going to do it anyways. So I'm going to go get bathroom gloves. I'll be right back. I'm not going to put up the BRB thing, even though it's fun, and I made it today, and I'm proud of it. I didn't have my bathroom gloves. I guess they're... Oh, they're these. Okay. Spray the inside with vinegar or bleach. Yeah, I might actually end up doing that. So I use the same egg to prepare my dinner? No. No. I maybe started to. I'll be okay. I cooked it. As I said before... In every person, a little mold must fall. I did not say that before, but it's a good phrase. Okay. This is fucking toxic. Cue the Britney Spears. Bring Britney on. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's wow. Jesus. Ugh. Fuck me in the face. The most we do is cause gastrointestinal issues if you eat it. Thank you, Naked Rogue. I'm just gonna assume you know what you're talking about. You try, but what was the option? Got a drill? You know, I do somewhere. I have flourishes of handymanness within my personage, but not often. So I have a drill somewhere. But I'm almost done. I mean, I'm almost done with this part. The pattern's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Honestly, this is just bonus to me and to you. This is my hype train pumpkin, you know, and I was gonna throw this pumpkin away since it got moldy, but I'm like, well, let's just see if these people are fucking crazy enough to make me do it, make me carve it, and you are, so cool. All right, now, oh, that does smell bad though. Now I'm going to dump the seeds out. Wow. Okay, you guys need to see this happen. Here's my garbage can. Here's me fucking pulling this guts out of this fucking gross ass moldy inside pumpkin. Oh. Did somebody send me a DM on absolutely every social media platform and remind me to take my goddamn garbage out tonight so I don't have this stinking up the kitchen all night. Ugh. Oh, there's a hole in the bottom of this pumpkin. Jesus. You know what that means. Oh, so welcome to... I just saw somebody say on the stream they're a Newsboys fan but haven't watched Zucchini Boys before. You're about to trade up. Wow, the bottom of this pumpkin is real fucking weird. And I don't know if I can really show it to you because my camera stinks, but it's like got a lump in the middle with a hole in it, and there's still seeds and mold in the bottom. Wow. And if you're worried about me, so am I. But I'm using the same gloves I used to clean the bathroom, which, as you saw in the very first new Whitest Kids content that I was part of, maybe I don't do enough. Anyways, so that's the equivalent here, human shit. Yo, if you're saying something over and over and I happen to acknowledge you, it's not because you said it over and over. Normally I try and dismiss that shit because that's just stupid. Okay, just want to make that clear to whoever said that. Okay, so this is clean enough for our purposes and because I want to get this part of my life over with. So, I'm going to throw these in the bathtub. Oh my god. Alright. Did you guys all get the part where you're supposed to remind me to fucking take out my garbage tonight? Yeah, well just don't say things over and over, okay? If it's really important, do it, but don't just say it just to hear me maybe say your chat name. I don't even do that, I'm not very good at this. But Sucker Williams, that's good. No hooded capuchin. It is actually not too hard to carve, it's just rotted. The stem is squishy. This is not squishy. It's very strange. Alright, so let's start here. Zucchini boys, I'd rather have zucchini jerk girls. Timmy or fucking no, suck my butt. Okay, So, let's see here. Maybe that's what, if the zucchini fans, I know my throat is right over the mic, so I'm probably too loud. If the zucchini fans, people who love this show, if we need a name for our fandom, what about Butt Sucker Nation? Right? Yeah. I'm still chewing this piece of meat that's maybe a little too gristly. You guys want to see me do some weird porn shit with it, spit it out and shove it up my butt? I think we can do that on here though. Probably can't. Okay, this pumpkin is oddly not that easy to carve through, which is actually unsettling, given how moldy it was inside. Also, following this pattern is stupid and I hate it. God damn you guys for making me do this. Okay. Butt Zuckers? Nah, because then people might think we're like those dudes that made Police Squad and Airplane, which are great. But some of those guys are crazy now. Or that we're related to that fucking fascist businessman helping ruin the world with his stupid website that we're all addicted to. You know what? I think this might work. This smells so bad. Wow. Also, why is it so hard to cut? This is really weird, man. You know what's going to be funny is I'm going to be finished with this and it's going to look really crazy and we'll all have a good time. Butt sucking boys. Man, we took a turn tonight, didn't we? If we hype train hard, will you wear a pumpkin over your zook? People love to ask for the nudity shit, but you can't do it on Twitch, man. They'll fucking shut you down. You know what? They get hardcore on their rules. Did you guys hear about Herman Lee? Does anyone know who Herman Lee is besides me? Let's start with that. No, I'll probably not get to Fallout. We'll see though. I'm gonna be tired after this, and I also gotta watch a horror movie tonight. Because it's, still October. Oh my god. You guys, I messed up this pattern so bad. Okay, Herman Lee. He is the lead guitarist of the band Dragon Force. And so he was streaming and started playing his own music on his guitar, and Twitch shut him down for copyright. And it's he was playing his own music. Literally his music. That's kind of funny, right? Also, that guy has excellent long hair. Most outstanding. Man, why don't I talk like Bill and Ted more often? That'd be a great personality trait. Okay. Dude, what the fuck is happening here? I really don't know what this is going to look like when I'm done with it. Not only is the pumpkin questionable at best, because it's moldy, but also too hard, but the pattern's falling apart on me. This is why you're supposed to draw with crayon and... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Anyways. Okay. You guys, this is going to look fucking insane. Maybe that's a plus. Okay, let's see here. All right, pattern's coming off. Here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to do it by hand, just like with the Halloween one. That ended up looking all right, okay? What about the Unproud Boys? I don't even want to talk about half of their name. Okay, so, yeah, Herman Lee's from Dragon Force. I used to really, really dig Dragon Force, saw them live. And when I say used to, it's not like I think they suck now or something. I just don't listen to them as much. But, yeah, there's Herman Lee and Sam Topman. Their singer used to be ZP Thart. Their bass player was Frederic Leclerc. And, blanking on the drummer and the keyboard player. Sorry, drummer and keyboard player. I'm sure you guys are watching. Can you go down, Malco? On a moldy-ass pumpkin that's ruining everything? Yeah, I think it will work. Okay. So, I got the tail. This is not going to be easy. Okay. All right. We're just going to fucking wing it. Winging it on the kitty face. Winging it on the kitty face. You gotta wing it. There's a kitty, so you're winging it on the kitty face. No, I don't have a cat, but I'm about to because I'm carving it into this pumpkin. I know that I sound like a character from a thing, and you're probably going to reference it, and that's okay, because I don't hate references. Some of them just get old, but I don't really get annoyed. I'm glad that you watched the show. Okay, so here we go with the pumpkin. Am I even on camera anymore? Maybe a little. All right. Oh man, this thing smells bad. Fucking, this is crazy. My daughter's gonna come over tomorrow. I have her the rest of the weekend for Halloween and stuff. She's gonna come over tomorrow and be like, Dad, what the fuck, dude? And she doesn't swear. She doesn't even like swearing. She's gonna swear tomorrow. And when I say she doesn't like swearing, like, she's 9, right? Like, little kids aren't really supposed to swear, so it's fine. Man, where the hell was that supposed to go? What is all this? What the fuck? Okay, so this is part of like there's like a circle around the kitty, right? So we need to carve that. Is that what's happening? Oh my god. Okay, I think that's right. Okay. Dude, this is gonna be crazy. How's chat doing? Yeah, that was Mountain of Cheers. The pumpkin found Timmy. Sorry, link didn't work? Oh, you were talking about... Whatever. Okay, so I kind of got the tail. Dude. Also, so I'm trying to go off just the pattern now, but I also fucked up the pattern. This is something else. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we got... The pumpkin seeds are baking, and I know everyone's like, not everyone. Some people were like, oh my god, don't burn them. Nah, pumpkin seeds actually got to cook for a long fucking time for them to turn into the snacks. Pumpkin beans. So, that's what we're doing. So they've been in there for, 40-ish, 38 minutes, something like that. And they're going to be done soon. And then we're going to see what happens with this fucking fucked up pumpkin idea, and then we're gonna eat some pumpkin seeds, and then I'll probably be gone. I'll be done, but still got a ways. Okay, so when I'm done, I'm gonna watch a horror movie. I'm gonna watch the film Haunt on Shudder. Has anyone else seen that one yet? No? Yeah, there's a Whitest Kids video about me talking about the whole substitute teacher thing, if anybody's interested. It was real fucking bullshit. Okay. So there's a leg. So we're going to go back over here. What if this ends up looking amazing? It's not gonna. But what if it did? That'd be kind of fun. Okay. So this really is supposed to end like right over here. Is it weird when I whisper my fucking pumpkin plans into this? Okay, yeah, okay. You know what? This is maybe, I don't know. This might be okay. We'll see. Ugh. Okay. these complicated things, you know, it's just, they're more trouble than they're worth. That's why I don't do the patterns very often. It's like, what do you fucking want from me? Okay. Okay. Everyone forget about the titty. Oh my god, I forgot that we... Yeah, let's not even talk about that. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. The funny thing is this is a moldy, soft pumpkin. So some of the... I'm going to try and pull out the parts I cut, but it's totally possible just pull out the wrong parts. Because it's fucking moldy. What is that? This is a part you pull out. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay. Wow. The time I was most scared, man. I'm trying to think. Well, I mean, I guess it's a cheating. It's about 9/11 because we were all in New York when they happened. That's actually the day I met the guys. We've told that story before. You can probably find that on the official WKUK Twitch. You know, there's lots of... Man. Oh, you know what? Here's a fun story. I don't know if it's the most scared I've ever been, but it's definitely up there. So when I was married, we decided to move to Oregon. It was a bad idea. And, but we did it. And, we did a lot, actually. That's why I have a kid. But so, we did, oh man, did I fuck up the cat's ears? I think I can save this, though. Anyway, so we moved to Oregon. So, one thing when you drive across the country to Oregon that you gotta do is you have to drive across, well, you don't have to, there's other routes, but one of the main routes to take to drive from South Dakota, because we came here first from New York, then we're going to Portland, you got to go through goddamn Montana. And Montana's crazy. There's mule deer jumping out at you, lots of mountain ranges, lots of fucking like fog and purple lightning. It's fucking bananas out there, man. So we're driving through Montana. My wife at the time is driving. She has a... she doesn't anymore. It's a long time ago. She had a 1999 Volkswagen Jetta, and it was a stick shift. And so she's driving, and it's nighttime in Montana, and she's shifting and driving, and we're going, and then she suddenly goes like, oh, fuck! And I was like, what? And she said, well, I can't control the shifting anymore. Like the shift stopped working. And then the car just started speeding up. And we were like, fuck, okay. And like she couldn't control it. And I looked out my window, nighttime in Montana, driving through on I-90. I look out my window, and you're going to think I made this shit up. I swear I didn't. And you can even Google it. It is a real place. I look out my window. Car's got a mind of its own. We're pretty sure, we're like, holy shit, we're going to die. I look out my window and it says, now entering the crazy mountains. And can you imagine, I mean, like, the car's already not doing what we want it to do, and now I'm imagining a fucking cartoon mountain road, right? And it's like, fuck, we're going to die. No, she was a way better driver than me at that point, and no, so that wasn't it. Anyways, now, there was no sexist stuff happening here. It was just the car stopped working well. And so, and I know you were kidding, so it's fine. Anyway, so we're like, fuck, oh my god, this is it. What are we going to do? You know, do we just let go and try and crash and survive the crash? What do we do? At that point, she's shifting and she's like, okay, I got it. And then it was fine. But now we were freaked out. We knew something was wrong with the car, right? So we pulled over to the nearest town, which happened to be Livingston, Montana, gateway to Yellowstone, kind of right in the middle of the state, sort of. And so we pull into Livingston, Montana, and we stayed there overnight that night we ate dinner at a Chinese place. A Chinese place in Montana near Yellowstone. Right? It can't be that great, right? You just imagine, like, are there Chinese people up there? What's going on? But so we ate, I forget what we had, but we were eating this Chinese food there. And I was talking to my dad because he's a car guy, so I was like, what do you think we should do? And we didn't have very much money either. But anyway, so we ate at this Chinese food place, trying to figure out what to do about the car. And we were like, this Chinese food is really good. Like, really, really good. And the next day, we got back in the car, we decided, you know what, maybe it'll just be okay. And we just went all the way to Portland. So we're driving, and we're like, that was the best Chinese food I've ever tasted. No, I think it just tasted good because we thought we were going to die, then we didn't die, so anything we would have eaten, even moldy-ass fucking cat pumpkins, would have been good, right? Right. So anyways, then we got the car back to Portland. Everything was fine. That car ended up running. She sold it to some guy once we moved back here to South Dakota. It might still be running. Okay. Thank you. I like this tick shirt too. Anyway, so a couple years later, we decided to leave Portland, and that's when we ended up going to South Dakota. And back to South Dakota. So we're driving through Montana again in a different car. No, we were still in that car, and it worked fine this whole time. I did see a tanker truck crashing as it came down on the mountains. That was crazy. And you're on the interstates, you know, pull over and call for help. What do you do? Anyway, so that was nuts. But so, anyway, so we stopped back at Livingston, Montana a couple years later. And we're like, let's go eat at the Wok, I think it's called. Let's go eat at the Chinese food place. And we did, because we were like, there's no way that was the best Chinese food we've ever eaten. Plus, we just spent a couple years on the West Coast near Portland, Seattle, San Francisco, places with really good Chinese food. So we're like, no fucking way. So we sit down in Livingston, Montana, and we eat the Chinese food at the Wok, and we're both like, holy shit, this is the best Chinese food. It really was. It was so fucking good. So there you go. Turns out, that restaurant is like two old Chinese dudes who just ended up in Montana. I think they were brothers, I'm not sure though. And they ran the kitchen. But you didn't see them. So all we saw was like the little white girls who were the waitresses were like, well, I don't know who's cooking this. But so it turned out to be like old two Chinese dudes who presumably knew what the fuck they were doing. And the food was wonderful. So, kind of awesome. Yeah, I'm thinking it was family owned. Anyways, that beeping was the pumpkin seeds. So let's see. And then we'll take a look at my fucking cat carving and see how stupid that ended up. Alright. Okay, so these seeds are probably not done yet, but let's take a look here. Getting crunchy. Okay. Yeah, not bad. Alright. I'll show the chat. I'll throw them back in the oven for maybe 15 minutes. They're there so far. Definitely becoming baked things. Baked seeds, baked beans, if you will. Alright. Alright. 15 more minuet on that. Tell something embarrassing about Trevor now. There was nothing embarrassing about him. Because when he's not on stream, you just go in the back of his neck and hit the switch, and he just turns off. All right, so here is the cat. I think it's kind of all right. So we're gonna put a candle in it. I'll show you guys first. Oh God, there's still a heavy pumpkin. It's kind of fucked up. I mean, it is fucked up. But let's put a pumpkin in there. Let's put a candle in there and see what happens. Excuse me. Pardon the pig. That's what my grandma used to say. She's dead. Okay. All right. So there is the kitty. Wow. Yeah, it's not very well lit up. That Halloween one does a good job. Let's put a second candle on this motherfucker, huh? Okay. Yeah, I really fucked it up, right? Well, what happened? Oh, there's supposed to be eyes. Let's put some eyes in it. And actually, so this is the cat body. which I admit is fucked up. It's too skinny. I'm not sure what happened there, but it's not as fucked up as it could be. I don't know. Is that just me unnecessarily trying to save face? Also, the way I carved this or where the pattern works, there's not a lot of room for light to get through. So, and actually I think that's the pumpkin's fault more than anything. So I think if I cut some of the meat off here, that might help. Okay. You know what? I better turn off the candle. I had to turn off the candle, everybody. I'm fucking dumb. I honestly have no idea what I'm looking at. Yeah, well. You know what? Let's get up to another life lesson. Another life lesson portion of the show. You know what? You're not going to always know what the fuck is happening. And that's okay. It's kind of almost an adventurous time in your life to just kind of be like, well, what the fuck does this mean? I don't know. It looks like some guy I watched when I was 17 got fat and grew a ponytail, or got skinny because he was fat, and grew a ponytail, and is really fucking up his daughter's jack-o'-lantern. But I already made my daughter's jack-o'-lantern, which I'll go get those because those are really funny. Anyways, and now what's his fucker doing? He's just like screwing up a kitty on a moldy pumpkin. Anyways, ooh, that kind of made it look something else. I was gonna say better, but let's not get ahead of myself here. All right. You never know what's happening? Well, then you know what? How do you use that to your advantage? I was talking a little bit about ADD earlier, which is something I've found out about a year ago that it's something I actually deal with and was always kind of suspicious, but never sure. And I do take a little bit of medicine for it, nothing too hardcore. But I read a book right when I got diagnosed about, suggesting maybe there's ways to kind of use the things it does to you to your advantage instead of fucking admitting defeat, right? That's not to say that you shouldn't take medicine if you think you need it, but the hyper focus and the ability to think in like 6 different arenas at once definitely are things you could use to your benefit, So, in short, what if the fact that you never know what's going on, maybe there's something you could do with that. Maybe you should become a painter, all right? Throw a bunch of shit on a canvas in your quest to understand the world, and maybe it'll look cool. I don't know, is that too much dad content? You guys are talking about Abrahamic religions? Fucking cool, get into it, man. Whatever. Didn't expect that. No one expects Abrahamic discussions. Alright. I think it might be better now. Let's find out. Prescription hot dogs. There's someone who hasn't watched TV in 10 years. Okay. Alright. I mean, that's like our symbiotic relationship. Or if you're in the movie Venom, symbiotic relationship. Why the fuck do they say it that way? Anyways, maybe that's our relationship. People make hot dog jokes, and I get real sassy about it. Look, that is so much more like a cat than it was before. You gotta fucking give it to me on that one. I demand comments. I demand compliments. Have I ever done ketamine? Nah. No. I can count the kind of drugs I've done on one hand. I haven't experimented too much. Used to love, some stuff. I'm in South Dakota, so even inferring that that some drugs exist is enough to throw you in prison around here. Fucking hellhole. Not a hellhole in a lot of ways, but our laws are shit. We do have medicinal and legalization on the ballot this year, which it's very exciting. Don't get me wrong. But if they pass, a bunch of fucking old white shitheads are gonna ruin it. They're gonna find a way to stop it. You know. But the dude who is from near my area that gets elected to state senate every year, and every year comes up with laws to harass trans people. He's still everyone loves him. And his last name could be, if you looked at his last name, it could be misinterpreted as if you would pronounce it douche. That's not how you should say it, but I mean, maybe that is how you say it. Nice pussy. Thank you. And thank you someone for finally saying that. Okay. Maybe other people said it and I didn't notice. Alright, well, so there's that. You know what? Let's look at it again. I'm pretty excited about... I think this worked out okay. It's not great. It definitely looks like some sort of sexy, curvy thing. Which, cats are sexy and curvy. That's why people like them. They have this allure to them, do they not? Not like a wanna fuck them way. Everybody likes to get all base. But no, I mean like, you know, cats have an erotic thing. I don't know. Anyways, it's going to make it sound like I fuck cats, but I don't. That was that documentary that we accidentally ended up in. Anyways, cats have an erotic, curvy energy, just like me. And I think this pumpkin, while it may not physically quite resemble a cat, it does have that sexy, curvy energy. What I'm trying to say is, I love my big, curvy pumpkin cat wife. Alright. Try this again. That looks pretty good! With 2 candles. I'm higher than alien pussy right now. Alright, so, I mean, we're not quite done yet, because we gotta get those pumpkin beans out of there. But that is not terrible. The body of the cat is too skinny. I like a big, curvier cat if I'm going to make weird erotic references to them. But, not bad. Okay. I got to finish eating, y'all. Tell Trevor that Timmy's type is a cat. Yeah, that was a funny conversation, right? I feel like the guys wanted to get some sort of... Trevor and Zach were asking me a couple weeks ago on Triple S Saturday, Double S Saturday. Triple S would infer your meaning self-suck Saturday. Double S Saturday. Anyways, Trevor and Zach asked me what my type was. And it was pretty much like, I don't know, kind of fuck anyone, but I don't really care. So I feel like I didn't give them the juicy answer they were looking for. Or maybe that was juicy. Anyways, yes, tell them I want to fuck a cat. The ideal Victorian sexy cat. These are funny. Good replies, everybody. Great Halloween, everybody. Anyway, let me show you. Okay, we're going to say bye-bye to these 2 jack-o'-lanterns. Moldy-ass jack-o'-lantern. Anyway. Ugh. I'm going to go get the ones my daughter and I made yesterday. Ugh. Okay, we're going to take one more break while I get the other pumpkin set up, because one of them actually, the display requires a little setup. So, I'll be right back. My type is consenting adult. Thank you. pumpkins. Oh, that one's a little getting obscured by the stuff. You know what? We can just take that off for now. Well, no, let's just point this down. There we go. All right. Okay, so here we have Puking Pumpkin and also wearing a mask pumpkin. And yes, everybody's jumped to clever conclusion. It's, he needs to go for his nose. Don't worry, I'm like a Watertown Walgreens employee working in the pharmacy that doesn't wear my mask over my nose. Let's just say he hits a pumpkin of that guy. Alrighty, so let's see if this is working out. Yes, thank you, Central Plain. I literally just talked about that. Okay. And yeah, and also one reason the nose is not covered is for light to come out, but also we have the mouth carved out, so it actually looks pretty cool with the lights off, and the puking one looks good with lights off too. There's actually going to be more puke. But so what we're doing is I told my daughter's like, we've carved the pumpkins right here last night, and my daughter was like, okay, and she puts the puke in the mouth, and she laid out a lot more, very, very carefully. And she was like, okay, now you have to leave this here until Halloween. I'm like, you can't leave this pumpkin in the middle of the table, our only dining table, for 4 more days. She's like, what do we do with the puke? It's like, well, you could let it dry out. I don't think that would be great. So what I did, and what I will do again, is put the puke, which is just pumpkin gunk and seeds, into a Ziploc bag and put it in the fridge. Alright, let's see how these pumpkin seeds turn out. Wow, those are good. It's funny, you can see in the comments, just by seeing a pumpkin with a mask on, how it really seeps into people's brains immediately, and you see exactly what they're like. You got people who are afraid of safety and even the smallest inconvenience, calling it a face diaper or something. Then you have people who are a little too worried, yelling at me about the nose. Well, don't worry, this is a pumpkin, not a person, and it's fine. It's fun. Also, we didn't intentionally have one with a mask and one that's puking without a mask, but I do think that works too. So. Well, I think these pumpkin seeds are pretty good. I'm going to throw them in for just a few minutes more. Check that out. Did I season the seeds just a little bit? Butter, salt, and pepper. But yeah, they're good. I want to cook them just a tiny bit more, and then I think they'll be perfect. Pumpkin carving with a toddler. Anything with a toddler is more fun when they're asleep. Because they're crazy. Obviously, you gotta do all the knife shit yourself. Definitely, if they're into drawing at all, maybe let them design one, because really the best pumpkin faces are pretty broad shapes. Look at this one with the this one with the triangles and stuff, and a big mouth, which she put on there for puke, right? But yeah, they could give them a little marker, or even a crayon would work. It just make sure the pumpkin is clean and dry on the side you're going to use, and they can design it. And even if they make something fucking crazy, that's probably cool too, I agree with JMatt 1980. It's not a big deal. The one with the mask has my eyes. That's weird that you say that because I carved the eyes on that one. What kind of car do I drive? Well, it's got like 4 wheels. Alright, let's see here. So I'm going to start wrapping up here, buddies. And if my voice gets quiet, it's because I'm walking around all the time. But this has definitely been another episode of Zucchini Boys. And I hope everyone's happy with the pumpkins. If you're just jumping in now, these are not the pumpkins that I carved tonight. These are the ones that I carved last night with my daughter. I had the other ones out earlier. I'll post them up because they're pretty fun. A real fucked up cat one, and I made the one from Halloween. I think that one worked out alright. Do I do any arts and crafts as a hobby? Nah. My hobbies are generally movie watching and book reading. And I like to ride my bicycle. Excellent episode, thank you. Big time Timmy with his fancy four-wheel car. Are there strip clubs in South Dakota? Yeah. Do you want to go to them? Is a whole another question. Yeah, I know some of the strippers from ours. We have one here. They're cool people. I've never gone in. I was never a big strip club guy. That's something else we discussed in one of our early, when we started the YouTube channel back in May or June. We discussed my whole thing with strip clubs. Anyways, yes, we have them here. We have one in town called South Fork Gentleman's Lounge or something. And at one point, I don't know if it still is, but at one point their slogan was big screens and pretty women. Yo, take your trash out though. Thank you, Chimney Bleeps. Most incredible. Thank you. Yeah, we should really break out the Bill and Tedisms more. I really liked the last movie, or the new movie, a lot. And if you didn't, yeah, it's okay. Sometimes people are wrong. I loved how the actor playing Thea, I love how they really did a good job with their kind of Keanu-ish, but not like, didn't feel like an impression, but they did a good job coming off as Keanu. With like calling something most luminous. I love that kind of shit. Jamie at 1980 with the truth again. Yeah, it's not a big deal to wear one. Do they have zucchinis though? Oh, you mean the strip club? Maybe. Yeah, I cried at the new one too. Okay, so I watched it once and cried. I watched it again with my daughter and brother and cried. And then went home from watching it over at their house on a big projector. Projected on the wall. Went home, daughter was to bed. I watched it again that night. I watched a lot of movies, by the way. I'm going to watch a horror film tonight called Haunt. It came out last year on Shudder. The last few nights here of the Halloween season, I'm going to watch Halloween movie or horror movies that take place on Halloween. I'm going to watch Haunt tonight, the old school 80s horror movie that I saw a little bit of once but don't really remember. Night of the Demons is tomorrow night, and then I'll watch Halloween on Halloween. I watch a lot of movies, and you can read my reviews on Letterboxd. If anyone knows about that app, I'm Timmy W on there. My favorite anime? Cowboy Bebop, which is like the only series I've ever seen of anime. Epileptic Fish really nailing the problem with the entire internet. And I know you said it as a joke, so I'm agreeing with you. What's your favorite color, and why do you not like all the other colors? That is such the fucking internet. I tell you what, I was just saying that I like movies, right? So whenever I tweet a reference to a movie, right? Like, hey, I watched Tremors today. I really like Tremors. Most of the comments you get are people who are like, yes, that movie is cool. Yes, I love this part. Yes, the dad from Family Ties rules in it. Kevin Bacon is hot. You know, whatever. Cool comments. But like every 1 in 10 comments, you get like a couple different awful things. People being like, well, what about Beetlejuice? It's like, okay, what about it? Or people being like, you should watch this, you should watch that, you should watch this, you should watch these. Why don't you like the same stuff that I do? That's how those come off to me, and it's just crazy to me. You know? I brought up the movie Sinister the other night and kind of yelled at a guy, or a person, I don't know who it was, on Twitter. Because they're like, you should watch Hereditary. And I'm like, hey, I have seen it. Like, I just hate it when you just assume things. Like, what if you start the conversation as, hey, have you seen it? I think that was good too. You know? Kevin Bacon was hot in Tremors. Tremors was like 30 years ago. He fucking had buns and jeans, man. That movie's all about buns and jeans. I could raid him, but I raid him all the time. Yeah, throw up some other raid ideas. And really, let me bring you guys up here into my face so I can raid more easily. And then I'll be done for the night. This pumpkin, the mask pumpkin, it's going to be funny to the anti-maskers that were out there. It can't stand up on its own. Because I know people think not wearing a mask is some sort of like amazing gesture of strength. So maybe you'll like that too, you fucking idiots. Okay, so. Oh, there's some more of the moldy pumpkin seeds. Fuck. Okay, ooh, you can hear the pumpkin seeds that I baked crackling. Okay. Alamax extrusions, yes, sidecar. Will you watch the movies with your daughter or on your own? That's a great question about horror films. So, I have some that surely I should not watch with my kid. Like Sinister. If anyone's seen the film Sinister from 6-7 years ago with Ethan Hawke, you know that you shouldn't watch that with your young kid because they'll get ideas. No, it's scary. And yeah, but no, there's horror films I'll watch with her that I know she'll be okay with. All the old Universal horror movies we watched together, which is a lot of fun. Ugh. Dude, anti-masker movement really died out by now. You must not live in South Dakota. Right, Sidecar? Every time... Sidecar lives here, too. He lives down the street from me. Every time somebody... Like a news channel... Like there's a local news station here, and every time they post a Facebook thing having anything to do with masks, you get, like, all these comments, like, you know, just the same fucking self-conscious weirdo with no real love in their lives. Posting, you know, every dumb fucking theory about it. It's funny. Guy Ferrari, don't spoil movies. Who is Just My Nipple? Okay, Skinned Teen. I really am into following Ron Gina's lead, so let's see what we got on Skinned Teen here. Train to Busan is good. Hey, Hooded Capuchin, fucking good point, man, dude. At whoever. Yeah, again, make sure there's none hiding out, ready to hurt me. Alright, so, who would you say? Skinned Teen? That's a fucking scary name. Let's check it out. They're alive. I don't know. They're probably fine, right? They got a check mark. Doesn't that mean they're fine and they don't need my help? I look better in pigtails? Cool. You look better when you're keeping your opinions to yourself. All right. Oh, Boner Hogfarts is here saying funny stuff? She is very funny. Raid to the Pantry. Okay. The Witch is great. I also like that guy's next movie. What was the island? The Lighthouse. Hey, that's a great idea, Tonka Tuffy. How do I do that? Okay, so I'll look for Fallout. Do you think there's anyone else in the fucking universe playing that right now? Fallout 2. Let's look for someone playing Fallout 2. You think there's anybody? Yes, there is. There's like one guy playing it on PC, Aldranus. But what if we raid him and he's like shitty? You know what I mean? Well, he likes Resident Evil. And his name is a combination of StarCraft characters. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I like some of the shit that he's saying here. Okay, yeah, let's raid this dude because he's playing Fallout 2. So if he... Because I'm going to go. So if he questions it, just say, you know, a fellow Fallout fan. You can try and clumsily explain who and what it is, but, you know, don't worry about it. You just picked up Myron? Oh, fuck yeah. All right. Hey, I love chat too. Duh. Okay. Robert Eggers already has a new film coming out? Anyways, yeah, let's talk about horror movies for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna go. Yeah, so I watch a lot of movies, and I planned to. I love to only watch horror films in October, and when it's with my daughter, I'm gonna watch old school Universal horror movies or kid ones. You know, there's some great kid horror movies. The Goosebumps films have actually been really good. Beetlejuice is kind of for kids, even though he grabs his dick in this fucking one part, because the '80s kids films are insane. The Witches, both versions. Stuff like that. We watch a lot. She loves the Universal stuff. We watch The Mummy, Wolfman, Creature of the Black Lagoon, Invisible Man. A lot of fun. And then I watched a bunch myself. But anyways, I didn't plan to watch a lot of movies this month. But if I watch like any more the next couple nights, I'll be at like 32. Pretty cool. Okay. Anyways, here I go trying to figure out how to rate somebody again. Creator dashboard, right? Okay. Ash vs. Evil Dead, I've not seen that. I'm really bad at watching shows. I'm great at watching movies. That's weird, right? Okay. So anyways, here we go. We're going to raid this dude playing Fallout. He's already been playing for 2 hours, so hopefully... Or he's playing Fallout 2. Hopefully he plays for a while, but whatever. I think he'll enjoy getting raided anyways, right? Uh-oh, did this guy log off? Or is my internet just shitty? No, he's still there. He's still there. Okay. Alright, let's rate this guy. Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching Zucchini Boys. I am so stoked that you people enjoy it. Next week, I might just do video games. I might skip cooking ones, but we'll see. I'll probably end up cooking something just because I stream during dinner time. Okay, so we're going to raid this dude. Yeah, he's going to be very surprised. And, you know, you gotta be careful who you raid, but he seemed cool. Oh, Demonic Toys. Paranorman, that's a good one. Okay, here we go. We're raiding Aldranus. Be nice to him, everybody. Remember, be cool. Represent official WKUK fandom well. He has a thing saying he doesn't like, you know, shitty talk, bigotry, racism, etc. So just be chill and have a good time. Love you. Good night.
Timmy sent you guys. Wow, holy shit. Wow, this is crazy. Hi, hello, I am Aldranus. I am playing through the entire Fallout series. I finished up. Wow, you guys are crazy. Thank you for all the follows. Yeah, so I'm playing through the entire Fallout series. I started with Fallout 1 about a week and a half ago, and I finished that one up on Tuesday, and now I am continuing with Fallout 2. So my channel never get...
It's an unspoken rule of McDelivery. Chicken McNuggets delivered past 7 p.m. shall be called night nuggets. And now, it's a spoken one. Get a $0 delivery fee on orders of $25 or more through Uber Eats.
Hydrate. Okay, I will, yeah, Special Bunny, is my wife, and she's gonna go grab me, she's gonna grab me some beer, cause this deserves some fucking beer right now. So yeah, welcome in everybody.
lot of fun! Exclamation point. And at the end, comma, we just looked up the one person on Twitch who was playing Fallout 2. Comma, he had 10 viewers, comma, and we rated him. At the end of the night. We looked up the one person on Twitch who was playing Fallout 2. Had 10 viewers, comma, and 100 followers, comma, and we rated him. And yeah, I read his bio and made sure he wasn't a dick first. Yeah, I might have showed it a little bit, Gama. It was fucking gross.
Gift subs right now. Shin just rated my channel with 4 viewers. Oh no, he didn't. Sorry. that was an old one. Wow. Yeah, I will check out Timmy. Kind of a problematic group. Okay. Well, I mean. Well, we all have our views, I guess.
He just said that we were problematic.
Thanks everybody for coming in. All those cheers, all the follows that I'm getting right now. This is insane. All right, I'm gonna chug more beer. That was a joke. I figured it was. I was just gonna respond to it anyways. All you guys are great.
Oh shit.